Today, I'd like to talk about the advancements of technology that have been really gaining a lot of momentum, and specifically AI. And the reason why I want to talk about AI today is because I've been spending a lot of time trying to bring back some old dead projects that were YouTube videos or creative websites or other businesses in the past few days, or thinking about them and thinking about how AI can now bring some of these projects back to life. And the reason why I want to talk about bringing back to life is because a lot of these were stopped or killed or put on pause because of the lack of creative tools that were affordable for me to use to make things happen. I once spent $500 to have professional music producer create a very specific song for a project I was working on, a website for kids to learn about finance. And the idea was it was going to be very interactive. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I'm a Sunday school teacher. I was a Sunday school teacher for many years. And my wife and I actually even ran a children's ministry for a church that was a church plant. And along the time that we were doing this, we just really did enjoy a lot of the children's music, and just basically got the idea of ways that we could teach kids better ways about life in general using biblical principles, or just basically the financial principles that were in that Bible as well. And because I'm a passionate person about finances and getting people to understand about money, I've always thought that if we taught kids at an earlier age, maybe 6, 7, 8 years of age, start to really get them included in finances to learn a little bit about how money works, that we could do a lot better as a society growing up if all our kids had a little bit of financial knowledge or financial literacy, I guess the better way to put it. And the reason being is that these projects that I started to build up have always been in the back of my mind. In fact, one of the reasons I started the YouTubing channel was because I really wanted to focus on creating things that would engage kids to want to watch, but at the same time teach them about money concepts. And now that AI has become so powerful and is getting so much better, I can create videos, even music, and create the stories that I wanted to. In fact, I've been spending a few hours, in fact, a day, trying to figure out or watch tutorials on how to create video that would be like animated videos using AI prompting to do it. So the reason why I want to talk about this specifically in AI is because of the fact that, one, this tool, AI in general, absolutely terrifies me and yet excites me. The more you go down the rabbit trail about learning about how AI works today, it is quite scary at how far it's gotten and how fast it's continuing to advance. And I'm not going to go down and talk about, literally it scares me just to talk about it too much, about where we might be headed with AI. I do know that people are already losing their jobs. I also know that the job that I left could potentially be taken over by, in fact, we hired an AI company, or a company that claimed to use AI algorithms to handle part of the job that we were doing. And this outsourced company, I have my doubts on whether they're using true AI or just very sophisticated math algorithms. And I have my doubts as to whether it worked out phenomenally well, or would it be something that I could have done manually even better. Hard to say. It's too late now, but some of my colleagues agreed as well. There was still a lot of manual inputting being done by the company that we hired that had this AI tool, and also a lot of guidance that we were still following that we wanted done. And the reason I want to focus this as a financial message is because whatever field you're in, if you're in the technical field, if AI has the potential to take your place, I'm going to highly encourage people to start looking into using AI as much as possible to learn and be comfortable with it. You don't have to become a master at it, but if you look online, there's a lot of jobs for prompting engineers for AI. And I'm not exactly sure how much education is needed in that, but I do know it pays quite a bit. But I also know those who actually know how to use AI, as I've been going down this rabbit trail of finding out more and more of what tools are available for AI to maybe create the actual media that I want to create that would help kids learn about money. The more I learn about it, the more I understand that learning to prompt the AI properly is where the power really is. And I really think that this is something that people need to start to learn a little more about what it can do and what's out there, and also what is dangerous about it. I really, honestly, I'm using a separate Gmail account that has no contacts in it. So if the AIs are actually able to see my contact list, there's a limitation to how far they can see. There's a lot of things to be really worried about with AI, especially if you have it on your phone. I mean, and now that Apple's going to start integrating it into their Apple phones, there's a lot to be aware of how far potentially AI could get. Anyway, with that all being said, today is just a very short message. I'm just talking about what is going on right now with what the videos that you're going to be seeing. I do use AI in some of the videos, and I don't use AI to create any of the videos. I do use it to maybe once in a while get me bullet points organized, or to get me titles that might be suggested that I could potentially use. And it also takes these videos that I'm actually making, puts it in the system, and it will help me write a description that's in first form. It's a lot better writing than I could have ever written. And I use also it for making the chapter markings, which is just, it saves a ton of time. So I believe the AI is a powerful tool that is very helpful, and it is only getting more powerful, and we're going to see some really crazy, amazing stuff moving forward. In fact, we're already starting to see it now, but a regular guy like me is going to be able to use it. In fact, the kids that are going to be growing up today are going to be able to create some amazing things with the assistance of AI. So it's not going away. And that's the unfortunate thing, is we're going to actually see even robots start to become more powerful as well. And powerful meaning to be able to do more things to replace human labor. And yes, it's not a great thing, but like I said, it's not going away. So if we're going to have this as part of our new society, it would only make sense that we start to learn to use it well. And this is just a certain little message, just to say, take a look at what's available in AI. It can really give you a lot of great time-saving tools. That's, I guess, the best things that's available out there. I use, actually, in my e-bike channel with, I don't know if it's really AI, but they call it AI with my Insta360 cameras. Here, you can just put a camera anywhere and it's filming all the way around. And when you're ready to go ahead and put it into a video for YouTube, you can then have it track something, and they call it AI. And it's a time saver, but it's absolutely amazing on how one camera can now record 360 views around for me for any angle that I want when it's time for me to go into post-production. As a YouTuber, as somebody who's moving forward in any industry, just keep in mind, this is going to be the next big disruption in society. It's already here, and it's already starting to be disruptive. And some of the most intelligent people on the planet are terrified of it, but yet still advancing it. Needless to say, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What are you guys thinking about AI? Are you actually embracing any of it yet? Almost every YouTuber I know is using AI of some sort. And it is also said that 99% of the world is being affected by AI, whether they realize it or not. Like, you might be talking to AI and just think it's a person, but that's how great this thing, or how powerful these things are getting. You can have full-on conversations with AI. And that's also another thing that's available and very powerful. Anyway, that's today's post for today. I'd love to hear your comments. What do you think? What are your thoughts about AI? Is it something that you're using? Is it something that you're utilizing? How is it saving you as a creator? Is it something that you're upset about? Because yeah, there's a lot of people who are going to lose their jobs. In fact, one of the reasons I started pushing to get out faster is because I saw where we're going with AI, and my job is very technical as far as spreadsheets, and anything you can put on a spreadsheet, an AI can do. Anything that has math formulas or algorithms, an AI can figure out. So anyway, that's where we're at. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.